Heyo everybody, Haku here with my next read through for Beastars, and since I'm trying to get through 4 chapters each, this is going to be chapters 9 through 9 through 12. I can do math, I swear. I always am unsure of myself in everything I do. But yeah, so we're going to be reading 4 chapters. It was really, really good last time. It was really, really good the first time we read this too. I'm getting over being sick. I don't know if it's just a cold or if it's strep throat or whatever. So my throat is a little bit uncomfortable. So if it starts getting like too raspy to talk, or maybe if it starts hurting me or something, I'll just record part of this today, part of it tomorrow, because I'm recording a little bit ahead of time so I can be able to have this posted every Wednesday like it should be. But yeah, read-throughs every Wednesday, and right now it's going to be alternating back and forth. One Wednesday we do 4 chapters of this, one we'll do 4 chapters of The Promised Neverland, and we'll go back and forth until we decide to add something else in, or either add something else in, or we finish one, well not really finish, but we catch up to one of them, and we replace it with something else for the weekly stuff. And even then, I think the way maybe like every 4 weeks, I'll let 4 chapters stack up and then I'll do a read through for all 4. I don't know if I want to add it as a weekly thing once we catch up, because that would be kind of a big strain on my schedule with all the other stuff we cover weekly. So either way, those are the current plans. Plans always change though. Just wanted to let you know what was going to be going on with the series and on Wednesdays. So yeah, let's get to reading. Last time we ended off with Legoshi and Haru about to get really lewd. It may or may not happen, but it's showing us a look into their psyches, kind of. And I like the way that we've seen this with all the characters. Like, all the characters we've been introduced to, at least the main ones, I really, really like, even though they're all super, super flawed. Legoshi's really cool, and I can't really name any flaws that I think are like severe flaws or anything, but Legoshi's a great, great character. Haru has a ton of flaws. Louis has a ton of flaws, but I love both of them. They're both very well written, and all their flaws and stuff make perfect sense. And then there are some side characters I really like too, like Jack. I don't even know why. We barely know him, but I like Jack. So yeah, let's start with Chapter 9, The Wind Rises, in parentheses, Behind Closed Doors. The White Rabbit stripped her uniform. Are you nervous? And it seems like I don't know if she's like terribly into this, or if she just thinks it's what's expected of her, and that's really great character development, because like, we don't really know that for Haru. If it is really expected of her, it's just like the life she's been stuck living, kind of. So, let's see, page 2 now. I can see her clearly, even in this dark room. Relax, it's my first time with a carnivore. And he just looks so confused. Is this some kind of greeting? Oh, your stomach's the same color as your facial hair, says Legoshi. What a beautiful cream color, she says, lifting up his shirt. A greeting that only small animals are familiar with, he thinks? Wait. I want to see how far it goes, and she starts pulling his pants down. What the hell? Wait! He pulls his pants back up. Huh? What? I'm trying to get you in the mood, and I need you to do the same. Isn't that why you came here? Well, what? I love how Legoshi, so innocent. What? See, I kind of like this. I want them to not have sex, at least for now, because I want him to show her that that's not what all guys are about. That sounds kind of dumb. But, like, I want him to show her respect and, like, show her that they can actually be friends and she's not just a sex servant for all the guys she meets in her life. Did I jump to conclusions? She questions. But I don't get it. Why would he refuse when I took off his belt? Is he feigning innocence, she thinks. And then he puts a shawl over her shoulders, or maybe it's her shirt, I can't tell. You'll get a cold, also. The bugs will bite you, so you need to change fast. I'm gonna go, he says, just running away. Excuse me. He closes his tail on the door. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Okay, that'll do. He just runs away. Ow. He laughed. I love the panel over in the bottom left. This chapter is great so far. Oh my god, it's hilarious. Huh, so he didn't want to sleep with me. Well then, this is my fault. Can't blame him for running away from me. Shoot. Wait a sec. He's a large breed carnivore, right? So why would he run away from me? I felt how strong his body was. Bunny tries to seduce him and he didn't comply. I love this, partially because of her questioning, like, oh shit, did I screw something up? But also the fact that, like I mentioned in the read-through last time, they're playing up this sort of story where the big scary carnivores are scared, like not necessarily physically scared, but societally scared, but they're scared of just this small small herbivore. And then he covered me in a blanket and left, she thinks. Hee hee, wow, what a weirdo. And Lugosi has made his getaway. What was that? What was she trying to... Lugosi, here, snapping him out of it. Lugosi, I'm sorry I left you there. I was waiting for you to come back. Shoot, I'm covered in sweat, he thinks. Kibi, why did you leave me there? Oh, before that, did anything happen? Not really, no, he says. Really, that's good. So, the reason I was running down the stairs 4 steps at a time was because I was afraid of running into trouble. Well, there wasn't any trouble, so what were you afraid of? Well, there's this bunny who's pretty famous around the herbivores. Apparently she's seduced many males, and she's really dangerous to be around. Basically, she's a slut. Hard to believe, right? And she looks so quiet. But hey, she wouldn't try to make a move on a wolf, right? Did she say anything to you? She did. He looks straightforward. She told me that she really cares about her flowers. She treats them like her own children. I want to talk to the stage crew and suggest that we not take her roses. I think she's got some issues, but she's probably a nice girl. Huh, says, I forget his name already. Hebe? Nebe? Something like that. The animals around her call her crass names, like slut. Good work, everyone. I think we all did great as a whole. And we have the pelican. I'm sorry, it's gonna take. We have learned a lot of names in a short few chapters. It's gonna take me a little bit to learn them all. We have the pelican, or whatever he was, the leader, chief, talking to them all. She can't be described with that one single word. Not that I'm one to talk, since I tried to eat her once. I think it's safe to assume that she doesn't know it was me, he thinks. So I like this, showing that, yeah, she is kind of a slut, but that's not all a person is. There's a lot more to her as a, well, not really human being. There's a lot more to her as a rat. There's a lot more to her as a rabbit being than that. I don't understand much about girls. In fact, now that I think about it, and he walks past a couple on the street, I am not experienced in romance at all. The idea of romance never occurred to me before. And then he opens up his computer in the library. Small animal feelings of gratitude taking off clothes. Let's see what I get. So he's just Googling, essentially. Attention, all students. Today is Territory Day. All students who still haven't used up their territory time, please move to the cellar as soon as possible. What? Oh, that's today, huh, he thinks. I always thought it was best to adhere to this world's established customs. This world has a custom in which all animals must use up their territory time once every 2 days. This school has a special place where animals can use up their time in the basement. I don't understand. Hey Lugosi, you starting now? Yeah, how'd it go? Oh, we just slept under the shade of a tree. We lions, that is. How it goes is that we spend 1 hour in a room that matches our animal environment. It's to ease the stress of everyday life. Okay. You have a skink room. What? I can't see you from all the fog. Humidity 98%. Zebra room. This feeling of being covered is awesome. Yeah. And then polar bear room. Isn't this room warmer than usual? It's minus 15 degrees Celsius. Really? The rooms come in wide varieties, but I think the wolf room is pretty unique. Light that simulates they're just sitting under a moonlit lamp. Grey wolf friend. Nothing beats bathing in the moonlight, right, Lugosi? Are you sure about that, he thinks? Well, it's the best place to think, so sure. And we have in the panel above that, cute wolf girl on the far left. Make her a character. I understand, even without searching the web, he thinks wide-eyed. That was probably the first time I was treated as a male wolf in my entire life. I see. I'm not a big bad monster who lurks in the darkness. I'm a mammal, a carnivore, a canine, and a male wolf, he thinks, standing up. What's up, Lugosi? I'm going. Huh? I feel like walking. I'm going. What? But it hasn't been an hour yet. What is this feeling called, he thinks. I feel kind of content with myself. I feel like something has come to light. I feel like walking. I feel like wind is blowing through my legs. It's been so long since I felt this way. My legs. Oh, I see now. I'm happy, and his tail's wagging. I'm content with these feelings. I want to see her again. I like that. That was really, really good. I like that a lot. That was probably the best chapter. That or the first chapter. The first chapter was really, really good. But I love the best thing about this series so far is the character development, especially for Lugosi, and I think that was one of the strongest character development chapters we've had for him so far. So that's the funnest thing about this series. So great chapter, and let's go straight into chapter 10, I guess, which is Privacy Off Stage. How will the performance go? And we see a nice color cover. New student welcome event stage performance coming soon. And we have Lewis and Lugosi on the front. I kind of wish I knew if it was pronounced Lewis or Louis. I wish I could see the katakana for it, or I'd understand. So, either way. Adler, starring Lewis. Drama Club at the Auditorium, stage performance, May 21st and May 22nd. Okay. The starring actor, such a character. Ever since he became popular, it's been hard for carnivores to stand out. Well, he's a special case. I'm pretty sure both the carnivores and herbivores feel the same way about him. They're dying to see Louis the Red Deer's acting on the day of the performance. That's a really good panel. I like that artwork. Like I've said before, the art in the series is super stylized. It isn't like your typical manga art. And I wasn't sure how I felt about it at first, but now I've come to really like it. Of course, I still like typical manga artwork, being the weeb I am, but I like this still. Let the Drama Club enter the auditorium. They've achieved many awards with their many performances that have crossed the species barrier. They've contributed very well to the Cherryton School, and we have them walking up to the stage, led by Lewis. Therefore, we would like to acknowledge the Drama Club's achievements with the Cherryton School Honor Award. Okay. I like this panel too, wow. Okay. They will be receiving the award directly from the headmaster. It's a cute deer lady, or girl, and lion guy. I expect great things from this year's performance. Thank you, sir. Or, not lion, I'm an idiot. Friggin' tiger. I feel so stupid. Oh my god. Okay, so Lewis grabs the mic. Coexistence and co-prosperity. Those are the precious values that we will be showing in our performance. Okay. I would love everyone to come to our performance in the next 2 days. The crowd's on fire. So they're all cheering just for that, I suppose? Or clapping, at least. Wow. Bah, coexistence and co-prosperity, my ass. Can't believe you had the nerve to say that in front of 3,000 students. We skip forward in time some. Keep it down. Hey, I don't care if he hears me. He took me out of the friggin' actor team. So we have up on the scaffolding with the lights and all, we have Kai and Lugosi. Well, I think I'm doing pretty fine, though. Being a stagehand's more fun than I thought it'd be. Good for you, then. Take care of the sound, please. We have Shira, who I guess might be best girl so far? I don't know. The art kind of isn't really conducive to being attracted to any of the characters, in my opinion. But still, 2 days till the big day. Everyone's giving it their all. What about you? says Kai. Huh? We should adjust the spotlight. I don't get why you always show up to the club when you're always spacing out. Well, I never missed a day since I joined here. What? Seriously? Have you ever thought about being in the actor team? Nope, never have. Figures, thinks Kai. Well, you're not exactly hard to look at, so, I think you should at least meet the minimum requirements. I bet you were scared when you were recruited by the advisor, he says out loud. It's scary up here. Huh? Says Lugosi, working on the light. You joined this club because you were recruited, right? Yeah. That was the same for every other member. The drama club has a rather peculiar method of recruiting new members. The club currently has 33... Oh, this is cool. We're getting to see all of the members. Okay. The club currently has 33 members. The club advisor recruits about 10 to 20 middle school first years to gather the best possible... Hold on, let me read that again to try to understand it more. The club currently has 33 members. The club advisor recruits about 10 to 20 middle school first years to gather the best possible members for the club. The animals who can endure the intense practice in strict pecking order remain. Okay, that is interesting. So we have the advisor. Okay, this is my job, and we only see him from behind. So we have the advisor. The director is kept a mystery. The head is the I don't know if he's actually a pelican, but the pelican guy. The scriptwriter is this baboon-looking face. Sound team, that looks like some sort of red panda, maybe? I don't know. And 3 under him. The actor team includes Lewis and all those ones under him we're seeing there. I assume Zoe was a part of that, or counted in there. And so would be the zebra we saw with him before. Then the dance team is headed by Shira, and includes some other faces. Okay, I'm just taking all this in. And the stage crew we've already seen is headed by, I forget what kind of bird that was. And lights, actually, are Kai and Lugosi. Costumes are the 3 others, including the one anteater guy we met, Nibi or whatever. And then we have the props and scenery. Or these other... We didn't meet the... Okay, so we met 2 out of the 3 costume people, and we got names for them. I don't remember all their names, though. Then we've seen Kai and Lugosi, and we've seen the stage crew head. I don't think we've seen that penguin or puffin or whatever that 3rd costumes person is. And we haven't got introduction boxes for the other 4 prop/scenery people. Also, What's-Her-Face should be in either the dance or actor team too, right? Els? I thought she was in the drama club, or maybe she wasn't and Tem just had a crush on her, but I think Els was part of it. So that's cool, though. I like when series actually give us a certain number of characters, and even if they're not that important, they give us faces or names to stick to them so that we can keep track of everyone. I really like when series do that. Huh, so everyone here was recruited here, says Lugosi. Yeah, but how did they meet the standards? What? Have you seriously been in this club without knowing anything, says Kai. You need to make more friends. Aren't you a second-year high schooler already? Take Shira-san from the dance team, for example. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. She was recruited when she was 14 and working as a dominatrix in the female carnivore club. Apparently she was poor. Poor Shira. Best girl. Mina the giraffe has trypophobia and can't look directly at his body. Moro the rhino believes that the horns in front of him are his guardian spirit. Okay. He's kind of cross-eyed. I like this. We're getting to learn a little about the characters, and we're also having development for Lugosi, and having a character to come in and say, you haven't made any friends, you need to start caring about all these characters and making friends with them. I guess he did technically have Tem, but then we lost Tem. And now we see in the next panel. I love the way... There's been a lot of panels like this the past few chapters with the diagonal... again, taking away and not being the same as a normal manga art style, these diagonal panels. And we see Lewis in it. By the way, I was abandoned by my parents when I was born. Then I got adopted by a hyena family, even though I'm a mongoose. I could go on, but you probably get it, don't you? Oh, sorry. Hey, you need to be more careful. And we have all the others talking. All the members of the drama club have special circumstances, meaning only beasts with special circumstances were recruited. And we see more of Lewis. The Standard was being interested in the whole idea of showing our way of life. Well, if you take that away, our club looks pretty dark, doesn't it? And then they both look at each other silently. If I think about it that way, you're probably hiding a secret of your own. Hey, Lugosi, are you hiding something from us? A secret, huh? And I like the way this whole time Lugosi's been thinking about what the secret and stuff might be for Lewis. Then all the lights go... no, he leans into him. Eep, what could it be? He stares directly into his eyes. What? Don't make fun of me like that. It's totally out of character. My bad. Don't you smile at me. Lugosi's been acting kind of cheerful lately. If that's true, then even Lewis-san could be hiding a secret. And I love all these panels we're getting of Lewis. That aloof dear, who only appears perfect. Okay. I like this. We're seeing him think about maybe the imperfections in the person who wants to be Beastar. This another good chapter. Again, the character work is super, super strong. Let me grab some water really quick, then I'll continue. Okay. Alright, that should be fine. Chapter 11, Like Glass on Your Gums. Hey, don't you get it, you sleaze bags? And it looks like some kind of rat? Yeah. Okay. Look at this article. School Wave. The drama club receives the school's honor award. Okay. Lewis is the leading actor of the drama club. Why didn't you put a good photo of his face? Are you guys really a part of the PR team? Okay, so are they part of the drama club or just some like school newspaper club? Interesting. Or maybe we saw them before last chapter, but I don't want to go back right now and look. I'll go back and read through everything and look again when I'm done with this. I just don't think you guys want to see me just go back. So I don't know if these guys are actually part of the drama club proper or not. We sell our issues 50 yen each. Head of the PR team, Black Rat. If you don't get your act together, we'll lose all our money for the ink. But he was on stage and then he left through the back door. Don't make excuses when you can't even make a good scoop. Don't you guys get it? He's off panel. The females love that small face and big eyes of his. If you had put a close-up of him in that article, we'd sell twice as many issues. Interesting. I love, again, the panel setup is way different than you'd see in normal manga. It's all about the money. You just gotta focus on Lewis, got it? And he's just chewing into this sunflower seed. There are gonna be 2 performances for the next 2 days. This camera girl's kinda cute, I guess. Again, artwork not really conducive to finding the characters very attractive to me, but to each their own. So maybe I'll grow. Maybe I'll grow to understand it more in that regard. So at tomorrow's performance, you'll need to get as many close-up pics for Lewis as you possibly can for our big special issue coming up. So today, you're going to start working out your plan after you finish selling this trash issue. We're off. Alright, so they've all left there. Wow, the head was pretty cute. Did you see how he was biting a sunflower seed and they're all just laughing it off? I like that. I like, is the camera girl the one with the glasses? She didn't have glasses in that one panel. I like this little glasses girl character. I kind of like the goat looking character, whatever the one, or maybe water buffalo or whatever this horned guy was. He was pretty funny too. Well, he looked pretty frantic. We should work hard for the PR team. Yeah, close-up pics for Lewis, huh? Let's get together in the auditorium tomorrow. Let's go. Okay. See, this has to be important for something in the future, or else we wouldn't be focusing so much in on it. My camera's... Oh, so she is the camera girl. My camera's kind of broken. It wouldn't work at all yesterday. What? That ain't good. What are we going to do about tomorrow? And I guess that guy's maybe like a chameleon or something? I don't have many options. It'll take 2 days to have my camera fixed, so I can only take pictures in the second performance. I'm pretty sure the issue would be pretty much done by then. Okay. We have all the others. Well, it's better than not taking any pictures at all. I want you to send a report if this issue sells well. I'm going to take my camera to a repair shop. Well, we're selling quite a lot right now. One issue's 50 yen. Okay, so they're selling all their stuff, is what they're doing in the hallway there. We've sold so much just by putting the words Drama Club in the headline. Lewis's charisma is insane. I think I might get a good picture on the second day. Huh? Anyone would get a little careless on the second day, right? What if Lewis, the lead actor, suddenly fell to the ground? That'd make for a scandalous scoop. Ah, and this all makes sense too, because we know he has that injury nagging him. Okay. And I can't tell what this girl is either. Maybe a kangaroo? Can't tell. Or some other such marsupial. Painkillers. 1 pill per day. And we see him with the gauze, sitting on the floor with the Adler mask and hat on the table in front of him. That's a really cool panel, and his ankle is all taped up. I didn't think his ankle looked like that jacked up. Jeez. I've gone this far by toughing it out, but it's gotten so bad. The harder I work my body, the more it breaks down. Hey, don't be so cruel. It's too late to be feeling sorry for yourself. You've known ever since the day you were born that your body wasn't made for fighting. It was made to be preyed on, just like the others. Excuse me. And then Lugosi steps in. I can't surpass the predators, no matter how hard I try. Are you feeling all right? Is there something wrong? Nothing's wrong. You're supposed to knock before you enter here. I'm sorry. I did knock, but you didn't answer, so I was worried. I like this, because it shows, like, Lugosi, the one who's very, very flawed in the eyes of everyone, is getting to see the flaws of the one who seems perfect from the eyes of the others. Do you need something? I'm in charge of your spotlight for tomorrow, so I need to confirm some things. Right, that's you. Last rehearsal I tried fading the spotlight longer than usual. Yeah, I noticed. Do you think that's good, or do you like how it was before? I think it's good, since it's the final act, and... well, I think it's better to emphasize that lingering feel. I'm not really sure. Okay. I like this. I figured I'd decide based on your opinion. Goodness, your body language is so assertive, thinks Lewis aloud, really. Oh, sorry, I'm always cutting my nails, but they end up growing back the next day, he says. So you're saying that you can't go against your true nature, says Lewis. And you don't like that, even though you can't even hide it. And he pushes him up against the wall. There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Why don't you ever utilize your strength? You don't need to restrain yourself. What? He says. Again, all these people confusing my poor boy Lugosi. I want you to show me your fangs. What are you saying, Lewis-senpai, he thinks. Well, it's against the law for carnivores to bare their fangs against herbivores. Don't label me as an herbivore. As an herbivore, it should be. So, I really like this. The way that we're seeing his cracks of wanting to be the best in general. Not just herbivore or carnivore, but the best, the Beastar. I hate your I hate your reserved personality. Large breed carnivores like you irritate me the most. Drop the act. And he lifts up his gums, or not really, he lifts up his lips to see his teeth. Be serious for once. Bite me, Lugosi. Bite me. Okay. Then he has his hand in his mouth. Let go. And he slaps his arm away. As he starts coughing. Sorry, I have to be reserved. My strength as a wolf is a liability to me. But you're different, he says. Your strength is an asset to you. Everyone thinks that you're strong for the right reasons, and that's what they want to see tomorrow. I'm sorry for taking up your time. I'll come again some other time. I really like the dynamic between these two characters. I really didn't want to hear that from you. And he looks over at the skull. Man, really good once again. 3 really good chapters in a row. This is just a very good on average series. And we're about 30 minutes in with 1 more to read. So we have Chapter 12, A Radiant Despot. Alright, and Lewis on the cover for this one. There's a feverish excitement coming from the front of the auditorium. There must be a long line of students waiting to get inside. Okay, we see the crowd. I like this look at the school. Okay. I like the... I guess where all those trees are growing in the right building? Is that the garden? Or is the garden on the far left there? Either way, I like the school design we're getting to see here. Okay. Long line waiting to get inside. Males, females, carnivores, herbivores. There's one thing they all want to see. Okay. Lewis, the Red Deer, as Adler. Failure is not an option. Failure on stage is the same as death. Ugh, I have to do this, today and tomorrow. And we see that his ankle's bothering him. It'll be fine after I make it through these 2 performances. I'm going straight to the hospital. Okay. Lewis-san, they're all here. You think you could say a word or two? Sure, I'm coming. I'm used to the pressure. I've been through these performances many times before, all from one method. By not focusing on my surroundings. Me, me, me. I can only believe. Okay, and we see all the other characters there in the background in their costumes. And myself. Now then, looks like everyone's present, and no one else. I like this. I like that a lot, because the right panel is like him giving a speech to them, but the left panel sort of is more like... Or, it's not separate panels, it's the one stage area. Never mind. I thought it was nice because I thought it was more like from his perspective, but he wasn't really seeing anyone there. Beyond that curtain, there are new students seeing our stage for the first time. They're waiting to see us get on stage. Okay. It's all right. We just have to do it like we always do. Goodness, they say, looking over. Our rehearsals have been wonderful. Inadequate, actually, he thinks. It goes to show that it takes more than a bad incident to break our morale. I don't care about our morale right now, he thinks. And I love this too, juxtaposing what he's saying with what he's thinking. This club is special, because I'm a part of it, he thinks. When we get on stage, we're going to show them that we're living life to the fullest. You got that? Make yourselves useful to me. See, I love this because this is what I was saying before about him and Haru both, more Haru, where, okay, she is kind of a slut, she sleeps around with a bunch of people, but at the same time, there are reasons for it, and that's not all she is. She's also really kind and caring and bothered by her lack of instincts and everyone treating her badly and bullying her. She loves her plants and all. And here we see the same thing with Lewis, where he's strong and kind of arrogant, but you can't say he's just arrogant or anything or self-centered or anything, because he's self-centered because he needs that strength in order to live up to everyone's expectations, and not only that, but to be the strongest, whether herbivore or not. Got it, they all say. Okay, 10 minutes till the performance. Everyone, go back to your positions. I love Lugosi's little headset. Oh my gosh. Lewis-san, we're going to put the mask on. Right. This is how it should be. There will be no one to get in my way. This is my fight, and mine alone, he thinks. I think I'm the only one who noticed it, thinks Lugosi. I caught the smell of a poultice from Lewis-san. He was acting really strange yesterday. His pep talk sounded like he was directing his words at himself. Is something wrong with him? Lewis-san is almost done with his makeup. How are the lights? Oh, the lights are ready. Lewis-san, I'm putting on the mask. Raise your chin a little bit. I can feel Adler's power, surging through me. Does this feel okay? Yes, no problem. Lewis-san is ready to go. All right, I'm going to give them a good show. Feast your eyes. A wounded reaper is now on stage. This is my life. Lewis-san's acting in the first performance was breathtaking. The heroic reaper whose body would shake when he gasped for air, he had taken the breath away from the audience, as they gazed in awe. His radiance would last all the way through the final scene. Ellen, you came back. Thank goodness, for I have no greater desire than to be with you. I am a reaper. Our deaths are proof of our love for each other. Ellen, will you understand once you've departed? Man, and then we see the fading light on him from Lugosi's spotlight. It's over. The curtains are closing. I can hear the audience clapping. The final scene was executed perfectly. I did it. I can't feel my leg anymore. How am I still up? I actually managed to do it even with my injured left leg. Did you guys see that? I did it. I actually did it, he thinks. What? And we have, somebody thinking? Call an ambulance. Lewis on, and we have, the zebra co-star yelling, Hey, what are you yelling about? Can't you hear all the clapping, he thinks? Let's start the curtain call already. Lewis, he's down. Lewis-san. And they're all running to him. I love this chapter. Oh my god. How he fought through everything. Again, like I said, proving that he is the strongest no matter what by taking that all onto himself. But at the end, I mean, you have a body. It's going to collapse. That was really, really good. And I'm excited to read more. But I'm going to end with those 4 and just do things 4 at a time. So, next week on Wednesday, we'll have the next 4 for The Promised Neverland, and then the week after that, we'll have the next 4 for this. Man, I'm really excited about this series. These are probably, other than Chapter 1, which I loved because I thought it was a brilliant way to start off a series, other than Chapter 1, these 4 are probably my favorite 4 chapters. Like, maybe Chapter 9 and Chapter 12 are my favorite 2 now. Chapter 10 was really, really good too. Chapter 11 was great, but I think maybe out of the 4 that I thought all 4 were pretty amazing, I think maybe that was the weakest out of the 4. Maybe. But, holy damn, that was really, really great. I'm really excited about the series now. I love the characters. Character work is great. I want to see more of the side characters and learn more about them. But even just now, we're still early on. We're still getting introduced, really, to Lewis and to Lugosi and delving into their characters, and a little bit for Haru as well. I'd like to see more of them, especially, I guess if I would say Shida Best Girl. The one camera girl or whatever was kind of cute, I guess. Again, it's like this art. It's like it's not the normal manga artwork, so I guess I'm not really that attracted to them. But again, in the future, maybe. It's like, I'm like, yeah, kind of, on the precipice. But yeah, Shida Best Girl. So, yeah, I guess that's it. Either way, like, if you did like the video, comment down there and tell me what you thought of these 4 chapters, what you thought of my first thoughts and reaction to them. Subscribe for more Beastars and Promised Neverland and tons of other things on the channel. I'm reviewing and reading through, obviously, and doing live reactions and stuff for a lot of things, doing discussions and all. So subscribe for any of that. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff with the channel. And if you want a link to our Discord server to talk with me or more of us there, then just ask and I can give you a link. So that's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.